Okay, so it starts off with someone's very hairy ass looking eye watching Jimmy Neutron. Then we see a bunch of boomers gathered around this strange device that's making a lot of mysterious clicking sounds.
What is that mysterious ticking noise?
It's known as a Geiger counter, and it's converting radiation into audible sounds. As you can see, when this boomer boy holds a small vial of God knows what against the microphone, it starts giving off the sounds of cancer.
You've given us cancer.
Even watches and shit from space makes the Geiger counter, but it's harmless enough to not fuck us in the ass. No, for that, you need human beings to do that, and the ability to harness the power of producing bullshit, which we make a shitload of, and it has many benefits
when used accordingly.
But they can also be used against us in atomic bombs. Then we get an animated example on what the bomb does. And when it comes to radioactivity and heat, I don't care what this damn film tells me, them kids are fucked. And when it comes to getting nuked, apparently, we are on some sort of team that I wasn't even aware of. This includes each member of your family and every person with a low-paying occupation.
What's gonna work? Teamwork. What's gonna work?
Hell, even the government is on your side.
I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Then we see a group of boomers walking home from school or some shit. Then all of a sudden the nuke sirens start going off, and you know that whole teamwork bullshit that the film mentioned just a little bit ago? Yeah, that goes out the window, and it's every man for them goddamn selves. Even the dog says fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Bruce Wayne, realizing he doesn't have any parents, runs to the nearest house to protect himself from the great gig in the sky. We see Sister Boomer going into active shooter lockdown mode. Then Brother Boomer comes in and tells her this is 1951, not the 21st century. Come on now. While preparing for World War III, the announcer comes on the radio saying it's only a drill. Sister Boomer starts to question authority on how stupid this crap is.
See, it's just practice. All this rushing around for nothing.
But Brother Boomer, brainwashed by the standard teachings of the 1950s, tells Sister Boomer that they need this practice, so they head for the basement. Then they show off their emergency supplies and shit that I bet nobody watching this actually has. Sister Boomer then questions on what would happen if they didn't have a basement. Brother Boomer, spanked by the wooden paddle from the teachings at school, says they should be away from windows and get behind double walls. Or in other words, they're fucked. So for the poor fucks that don't have a basement, they go inside and head to the nearest shelter and get into position and start smelling each other's asses. But these have all been practice runs, but some people like surprises. So what happens when the bomb comes without warning? So we see two boomer fucks walking down the sidewalk bouncing a ball.
No, it wasn't a ball. It was a Super Bowl.
Yeah, you should see that thing bounce. It's pretty super.
Then, without warning, the Flash blasts them to Kingdom Come, vaporizing them and turning them into dust.
All we are is dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind.
But the unfortunate ones, who weren't blast to high heavens, run like hell to the nearest shelter and strip naked. We see Boomer Brother reading a Playboy. Then the flash goes off. He gets startled by this and hits the deck. Sister Boomer awakes from her deep slumber, and they go to the basement and turn on the battery-operated radio to hear who got fucked.
Heavy damage extends from about 14th Street north to as far south as the waterfront.
You know, we're lucky. That blast was miles
Stay
from there.
undercover.
Yeah, fuck them! Luckily for Brother Boomer and Sister Boomer, the fun ain't over yet. The announcer says that there's been an underwater burst, and the water from the burst is falling as rain. Sister Boomer, asking so many goddamn questions by this point, says what the fuck is that? Brother Boomer, learned from the whippings from Dad's belt, says when the radioactive bullshit mixes with the rain and falls on you, consider yourself fucking dead. They hear a knock on the door.
Knock, knock, knock.
Brother Boomer goes up to see who's there. He opens the door only to have a couple of Dick Tracy's come in. Dick Tracy is there to check for activity and tells Brother Boomer that somehow his mom and dad are still alive after this shit. Brother Boomer then questions Dick Tracy if that's a pen or are you just happy to see me? After seeing the place was A-OK, they fuck off. After seeing all this bullshit, we learned that doing a good job means learning the rules in the events of an alert or an attack. The world might be a scary place, but if we follow these simple instructions, everything will work out just fine, right?
This is not an exercise.
Over 300 missiles inbound now.
Hello? Is anybody there? Anybody at all?